Tim, how long have you been keeping bees for?
50 years, since I've left from 11 years old. Keeping bees is something that you can just go in and forget about the whole world, because bees are a different species, or they look after themselves. When you go in there, they're so fascinating. They just take your mind completely out of anything else you're worried about, anything like that. They just relax you, and they're so calm, and they're just lovely creatures. They just go in their own little world doing what they want to do, and you can't change them, and that's what they do. You can try and manage bees. You do manage them, but they'll always do what they want to do. They're more intelligent than what you really think. This is a normal wax frame with wire reinforced in it, which is just a printed wax for the bees. It gives them a foundation to start. That's what we call it, foundation. Then the bees will actually build these out. You can see from there, they keep on building them out exactly. And then they'll lay eggs in her, and if you turn it over, you can see they start putting honey in the top, because it's the outer frame, but normally they lay all eggs and they keep on building them up to the right depths, and every one is perfect by the bees. And I've got this swarm, that was really good, but I did notice I went in there yesterday and there's a load of dead bees on front of the hive. Somebody has been spraying somewhere in the location, and the bees have picked it up, and there's loads of dead bees in front of my hive. And that is the trouble if you spray it in the daytime. If you're going to spray anything, spray it late in the evening when the bees are in the hive, so when you do pesticide, it actually goes into the flowers, and by morning it's all clear.
So it's 2 months later, and we're going to go into the hives.
Let me give him a bit of a puff. Put it over here. This is where the honey is kept. Right, careful. Got honey on there. See how the frame. So you can move these across.
Oh, look at that juicy, juicy honey.
And there you are. Let's just start getting full now, so I'm going to cap that off. So if you look down in there now, you see a wire mesh. That wire mesh here, that means the queen can't come and lay eggs in here.
Ah, so this is simply the honey section. The queen can't get there, so they're just making honey here.
Yeah, no, that's where it is, capping them all off. There's no point in going on to, because I know.
There's a lot of juicy honey in the middle there.
So I put these back in because that one's nearly full, and that's the outside one, so that means they need another super. Right.
So your queen's not up here. This is simply the sweet section, the sweetie shop, because you've got that frame, and the queen.
They're all diving in the honey
because they think there's a forest fire.
Like, if anybody dies in your family, you always come and tell the bees. Anybody dies, you just go and tell the bees all about it. They need to know.
Why do you think they need to know?
I really don't know. I think it's something. I'm not really sure why it is. I've never actually checked out why.
So you don't know why, but have you done it?
Yes, I've done it many times.
Superstitions are like that, aren't they? This is that grid, and the queen is below here.
It's called the queen extruder, so the queen can't get through there.
Look at all
the
those.
drones.
Those are what?
The drones. Here's a big cat drone.
Oh, is that a boy bee?
Yeah, and there's another one there. I don't know how they got in there, but they do manage to squeeze themselves through. This is what we call a brood.
So the brood is the bit where the queen is.
Yeah. Super. So that's for honey there. Honey. So I'll shake these off. I don't want to make sure there's no queen on there to lose her.
They're not angry, are they, these bees?
No, it's a nice warm day.
So you're looking for your queen.
I always start looking for a queen. You move them across, so you just got a little bit of space to work. Yeah, there's all eggs in there.
Oh, eggs.
Those are all full of eggs. You see the honey ones in between. All those capped off there.
The capped off ones have got the eggs in.
Those are all got grubs in them.
So she's laying.
Oh yeah, there's a drone, see a male.
Oh, he's a bit bigger. Point him again.
That one there.
That's
He's a fat.
drone.
He's a fat one.
Fat boy.
Those are all eggs.
Is he eating the honey?
They will eat honey, yes.
Look at all that hanging off the bottom. Look at them. Oh, thank you. Beautiful. Beautiful bees. Wow, look at them.
You see the little grubs in there? See the white, all the little white? See the white?
Oh, yeah. Let me just try and... The white spots there, the grubs.
Yeah.
This is the nursery.
But see, they're running short of space for honey, so I've got to put a super on them. I should imagine the queen's down the bottom. There's more eggs there.
It's amazing to see those little white glistening
If you see
grubs.
the really fluffy ones like these are the new bees.
Right.
When they've got shiny tops, they're the old bees. Like that one there is an older bee because he's got shiny top.
Ah. Oh. It is really peaceful here, isn't it?
They do glue everything together.
With their wax. Oh, look at this bulging out.
The big ones, those. So those big ones there. Those big ones are drones, and these small ones are bees, worker bees. But the big ones are drones. I can't see any queen cells. But there might be one. There's bound to be a queen cell eventually. Down the bottom. Well, when it hatches, the first job it's got to do is a cleaning job. It's like cleaning the hive and everything, and clean all the cells, and mend anything which is damaged. Then it gets work on up there. So when the other bees come in, there's more drones on the outer frames.
You can see, can't you?
Yeah, they always try
They've
to
got
keep,
black bottoms.
yeah, big black. They always try and keep the drones on the outside because they only eat the honey, and they
Just hang around, having sex, eating honey.
Well, I'm just waiting for a queen or anything. They're there just for when a queen hatches to go and mate with her.
Just eating and having sex. But she only mates once, doesn't she, the queen?
She only mates once, yes.
And from that single mating,
yeah,
then
but
she
this
will...
one, there's quite a few drones actually mate with her at the time.
Really?
Yeah, they keep on flying really high, and it's how many drones can keep up with her.
So I guess that's a way of ensuring you've got a good high flyer, good strong male, good genes. And here's the third layer. So we had the top layer that was the honey place, then there was the queen excluder, and now we're into two sections of bee production. Brooding.
Now you look at these are a lot bigger.
Ooh, look, it's built off the bottom there.
Yes, that was a small one, 'cause I didn't have a big one. They'll make it out. If you don't give them anything, they'll make it.
So they sort of did an extension.
Yeah.
So these are the frames that you were building back in May?
Do it over the hive, because if the queen does drop off, she drops back in the hive. So that's an old frame that needs to be changed as well. That's all brewed in there.
So that's all eggs capped over.
All eggs, yeah. You see the
and
eggs
you
of
can
them.
see some little white ones, little grubs. And when you see the white, that's because they've just not quite been capped over.
No, they're still feeding the grubs.
Feeding the grubs. And then they cap them over, they stop feeding them, and how
Once
long
they're capped over,
do they stay capped before they hatch as bees?
no, they have to turn from a grub into, they crystallise then into a bee. You might see one here coming out somewhere.
There we are.
Actually, I think that one's is tailing first. I think that one's actually cleaning.
Oh, he cleaning out.
I think he's cleaning now.
Head down, bum up. Sweep, sweep. Oh, I feel feels really special.
Dishes? See the
Where?
earth what?
Oh yeah, there's the queen.
Yeah. She always do over the hive in case she drops off there. She's dodging her. She knows she's on film. Yeah, she's underneath. She's underneath. She's underneath. She's back in.
Camera shy.
There she is.
With the... When they die, what happens? Do they just drop down to the bottom and they get swept out?
Yeah. I've got to be careful putting this back in now, because I don't want, because she's on...
She's on the edge. Those are the cells before they've been capped off, so they're still feeding them.
You look on the ones out here, the white's very, very light, sticks in the bottom, and then they're very, very small.
And those are big, fat whites.
Yeah, when they get really, they'll cap them off.
So they're not making a queen cell. So does that mean that they don't think that they're going to have a swarm imminent?
I always thought they would have made a queen cell because of they're getting quite full.
Yeah.
Yeah, with all these eggs in here are males.
Oh, those are males.
Those are all males, and these are, see the flat, those are big ones.
Oh,
the Jones,
really?
the Jones are biggest, yeah. And these are all just workers.
Oh gosh. So they've.
And there's a couple of Jones there, see.
So they've almost sexed.
They're bigger.
But they've sexed the eggs.
Oh yeah, they always put mostly all the Jones at the
That's
bottom.
amazing, because I don't know any other animal that sexes their young before they're born, but they've sexed them. They know if they're drones or if they're girls. So, based on your inspection today, what have you got to do next at this hive?
They definitely need more space.
More egg space or more honey making space? More honey space. Yeah. So that's putting some more of those frames that you were making in May.
I'll put box up. I'll take the box off that hive up there. I'll show you. They don't need it.
Right, so we're now at a different hive.
This hive is there.
So tell me about this. Oh, wow. Billy No Mates on the top.
Yeah, this is a hive which got infected.
So this is the hive where there was the dead bees back in May. Oh, hang on. Hello.
Come here. I need to take the queen excluder off.
So you've put a queen excluder on, and to my uneducated eye, you've got more bees down below making cells. They're making the brood, aren't they?
Wait a minute now. They're not a very powerful hive at all.
Well, their work is, I guess, to populate it, not make honey.
I took a frame out of your hive.
I was going to say, could you take just a frame out and just swap it across?
Yeah, I have done that. I've just seen if this works or not. Yeah, there's one hatch in there. Is that one on?
Oh yeah, let me get right in. Oh yeah, it's coming out. I can see its little antennae being born. That's a bee being born. Welcome to the world.
Look out there.
Oh.
He's coming. See how fluffy he is? There's another one just not wrong because he's very fluffy.
Oh, cute.
There's something wrong.
What have you got here?
Well, I'm not. It's like a long. That's a, those like that. And that's a long one. A drawing is out. My long. But I'm not sure. It should be a queen cell, but I'm not sure what's good. What's this bee?
Is it cleaning it out?
Well, was it feeding? I hope there's an egg in there.
And it's feeding the egg to become the queen.
Well, we hope so.
So is this a colony of bees without a queen at the moment?
Yes. There was a queen, but we don't know what happened. I don't
How long does it take for the queen to come?
To hatch?
Yeah, to create a queen.
Well, it's got 14 days.
See his bottom in there,
Yeah.
busily tending.
I want to come out so I can have a look, see if there's an egg in it. That's a type of queen cell, but they're longer.
They are, yeah.
But they will be a lot longer, it'll be 3 times as long as that again. I can't see anything in those.
So they certainly have the urge to make a queen.
Yeah, she's come out, but I can't see anything inside it. Can you see an egg inside it? Got a stick? No?
No,
A white stick?
no, it just looks hollow. Oh, a colony without a queen.
Yeah.
So what will they do if they don't generate a queen from these
Well,
cells?
they'll just die eventually.
They'll die, or will they swarm?
No, I can't swarm.
They have to swarm with a queen.
Yeah.
So they swarm when they've made a queen cell because the hive has gotten big, the hive has gotten strong,
So they need another.
and they need a new place, and that's when they swarm.
Yeah.
But right now, it's a bit like us really, because old Boris has resigned and we ain't got a Prime Minister. We're a bit like this bee colony. They're just busy and then just getting on with it. Thank you for letting us be here, bees.